Hello everyone and welcome back to another special episode of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. In this episode we are, for the second time in a row actually, not going to be continuing the storyline. This time we are going to be doing some more PvP against a friend who's at the similar stage to his story in Pokemon Shining Pearl. So our teams should be reasonably similar. I think mine might be slightly underleveled, as we have brought Onyx back into the team, who has, not been involved for a while, so is slightly underleveled. And obviously Manaphy is still a reasonably low level. We have leveled our team slightly since the last episode. Hopefully we are good enough to compete. On top of that, we will also be exploring the Grand Underground for some more a little bit later on. So once we've played 3 PvPs, I'll then go back into the Grand Underground. Anyway, for now, I'll leave you with the PvP and I'll return when I come back for the Grand Underground piece. I really hope you enjoy. If you do enjoy any of this, please drop a like on the video and please subscribe to my channel. It really helps with the growth of my channel. I'm uploading these Pokemon videos every day at 1 o'clock. So if you want to keep seeing more of this or more of my story progression, please just subscribe and see what more we've got for you. I'm also uploading Warzone content fairly frequently and also daily videos on Football Manager. So if you have any interest in those games, please check it out and let me know what you think. Anyway, as I said, I'll come back a little bit later on. I really hope you enjoy. Just to make you guys aware as well, I will include timestamps at the bottom in the comments or description, just to let you know that where the Grand Underground part starts if you're not interested in the PvP side of things. So that is us done with all the PvP. We did manage to win 2 out of 3, despite being pretty underleveled comparing to our opponent Matt here, with Onyx and Manaphy being noticeably lower level. We still managed to use some slightly better strategy and eventually win out. We did find his Graveler a real issue. But anyway, we're now going to come out of here and we're going to move on to the Grand Underground. Stay tuned. Welcome back everyone, and thank you everyone who stayed this long to watch the Grand Underground section of this video. We did do some Grand Underground exploring in the previous episode, but I just think for this we now need to have a little bit more of an in-depth look and see what we can find around this stage of the story. As we go through the various challenges and gyms, probably every 1 or 2 gyms I will do an episode around PvP and also Grand Underground exploring, as these things change as you go through the storyline. So just there, you see there's a hole in the cave. That's someone's route to someone's secret base. I'm not going to be checking that out right now. But for this time on the Grand Underground, I have actually gone in via a internet connection. So it means there will be other people in the Grand Underground here with me. The other interesting thing is that the Diglett's completions will go through quicker, as other people will be in the underground finding the Digletts. At the time of this mine here, I don't know if you noticed, but actually the Digletts have all been found. So there is a chance of us finding a shiny statue. So let's fingers crossed that we can find a box on this dig, and if we can, let's hope it can find a shiny. It looks like there's a box under here, so if we're lucky, we might find a shiny one. And it looks to be dragon type as well, which, in my opinion, I don't know if it is, but it seems to be more rare. I'll be quite happy if we get a shiny dragon statue. It's a gorgeous stone box, so it does look like we are going to get a shiny. And what are we going to get? A Salamence. Oh, that looks awesome. So yeah, we get our first shiny statue for our secret base, which is awesome. We have yet to actually make our secret base, which we will do in future, but for now we're just going to keep hoarding the statues. I'm not sure it makes a huge difference whilst we don't really have too many statues or too many Pokemon available, but that will change in future. But yeah, shiny statue already, that is brilliant. I noticed the Diglett thing has gone back to 0 out of 40 now, so I think that was... You don't get much time to do that, so I'm quite happy that in that short time frame we found our statue, which is great to see. Oh, I'm gassed up on that now. Shiny statue already. It's only our second or third statue, and we've already got a shiny. I'm not sure if they're as rare as I think they are. Either that or we just got really lucky. Alright, so having to dig through, there is another statue box here. Looks to be psychic type maybe. Let's try and dig this out. Right, that's that done. We haven't got a lot left of this wall before it cracks. But let's just see if we can find one of the other items that are available. Wherever it is, it looks to be well hidden. Oh, no, it was just down there. Oh well, we found the thing we wanted to find, which was the statue box. This one's just a pretty stone box rather than a gorgeous one. The gorgeous ones being the ones that contain shinies, but the more statues that we have, the better. For those who don't know, when you put statues in your secret base, it changes the Pokemon that you can find in the little like wilderness areas. So the more we can find, the better, basically. So we can get loads of different types. So we're just going to keep excavating these walls and see what we can find. And right off the bat on this one, we have found a large gemstone, which will be handy. And it also looks like there's the edge of a little, a small blue one there, which is handy. So we've already found 2 things. It looks to be another large gem here, a large red gem. So if we try and get that out, we've got a bit fortunate here. I can't remember if there were 3 or 4 things available in this wall. Looks like there's 4. So let's see if we can dig up the last one. That looks to be it there. That should be everything. There we go. So barely used up half the wall, and we found all 4 gemstones. I'm not sure if I'm getting gassed up over nothing here, but we seem to be doing really well so far. So this has been a fruitful trip. I wonder what this NPC here will give us. Actually, just talking about secret bases. I was wondering if she was going to give us an item or give us a hint around something to do with the underground. And here we go, there's another digging spot here. This time there's 3 items available. Nothing under there. Or there. At the beginning it's just kind of like Minesweeper, trying to get lucky and find just a slither of one of the items to see if you can find where it is. There's one, so there's a small gemstone. I'm not sure we're going to find all 3 this time, as we're yet to find... although there's the second one, so we might get lucky. Not really sure where the third would be. Let's just have a hit around, see if we can find it. Nothing revealing so far. If we don't find it, it's not the end of the world. It does appear to be well hidden wherever it is. No, we don't find it. So only the 2 small gemstones this far for this bit of wall. Not the end of the world, but yeah, we've done well so far, so no complaints. So heading along over here is one of the Pokemon habitats. So we're going to see what's new and fresh in this habitat. First up, it looks like there's a Gastrodon here, so we might actually give it a go and see if we can catch this here. It's worth noting, to those that don't know, that the Pokemon in here do scale along with you, so they are very, very strong. And as my team currently doesn't contain a grass type, I think we're going to have real trouble with this Gastrodon. But I think I might just have to take a couple of feints here and try to catch it, because I do want to add this to my Pokédex sooner rather than later. It's not going to go in my team, however, or at least I don't think so. There's another ground type I have in mind for my team, and as far as water types go, I'm quite interested in using Manaphy. Staravia here getting some good damage in early with wing attack. Seems we have a weakness to, I believe it knows Ancient Power, so it'll probably take Staravia down pretty soon. I'm quite happy with the amount of damage it's managed to do. And there it is, yeah, there's Ancient Power, so that's going to be the end of Staravia for now. But yeah, it's done good work so far. So seeing as we only have regular Pokeballs, we don't have Great Balls or Ultra Balls available, we're going to have to try and get this down to red health, as catching a level 28, which is higher than most of my team members, with a regular Pokeball is not going to be easy. So we have to make sure we have this down quite low HP. There we go, it's got red HP, though I'm not sure if we can get another attack in and maybe even get it even lower. I think I'm going to try a tackle. I'm going to risk it, see if I can get it down to literally 1 HP. Yes, there we go. So it's down to really low HP, and there goes Luxio. So that's 2 party members taken down before we even throw in a Pokeball, which is not ideal. I think we're going to put Manaphy in, as Manaphy should be more defensive, particularly against the water type moves. And we're just going to start slinging Pokeballs at it until we eventually get the catch, and hopefully it comes soon before we lose too many team members. Oh, and there we go, on the first try. I didn't expect to get that first try. Brilliant to see, so very happy with that, and an absolute ton of XP for a load of our team. You'll actually note that in between the PvP and now, I have re-added Budgie to the team. That's because I noticed that we had a bit of a hole in our team where we were weak to ground types, and we didn't have anything that could work over them, basically. So Budgie's going to come back in just temporarily until I find something that I want to keep in my team to plug that gap. So I'm checking here to see if we have any revives to potentially heal our team, and unfortunately we don't. But I believe if we continue round the Grand Underground, there are eventually places to rest. So I'm not going to go back to the surface and heal just yet. I'm sure we'll find something. That there was one of the Diglett things I mentioned, where if you run over the Diglett and then stand on the little glint, it will fill up that meter bar over to the left. So I thought I'd get that done for the benefit of everybody else. And now it's back to the digging. We'll do a bit more of this and then we'll go and explore a few more habitats. And then I think we'll be done and ready to proceed on with the story. So first dig here, we actually have a new item which we haven't found yet, which is a, I believe it's called like a prism shard or prism scale or something along those lines. So yeah, that's the first time we've seen one of those. And we've also found here a statue box for the fighting type, which is handy. Last time we had one of those, we found a Lucario statue. So hopefully we find something slightly different this time. Can't seem to find where the other items are just yet. We're running out of wall here. Oh, there's one. And that should be the last one. Yes, it is. So we got everything within that wall. And what's in our pretty stone box for the fighting type? And that's a Machamp statue. So something different to what we've had before. Always good to have as many different ones as possible, as I've said previously. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Speaking of this bloke here, he'll trade some stuff with us if we had the spheres, which we don't as of yet. You'll note that he's got some good TMs here. He's got Water Pulse. I believe he also has, I think that grass one, yeah, Bullet Seed. Recycle as well. We obviously have these already, but you can trade spheres with him to get some of these items. We don't actually have enough spheres as of yet. And with giving him goods, I'm not sure how this works. I assume at some point we'll find these pedestal things, or I don't know if it's where you have to buy them and then trade them back to him or something. I'm not fully sure how it works. But anyway, we'll carry on digging and seeing what we can find. Right off the back here, we found another one of these sphere boxes, and this looks to be fairy type. So we're going to get something different once again here, which is good to see. Let's see if we can find the rest of what's in here. So there's another gem here. There we go. Now let's see what's left in here then. Yeah, listen, I'm not sure what the technique is here in regards to best way of finding things. I'm just going to keep hitting round until I find what I want. Oh, there it is. There's a gemstone. Only a small one once again. So we're finding a lot of small ones here. Yeah, 2 small blue gems and 1 fairy stone box. So what have we got this time? A Clefairy, which is pretty cool. Of course, we already have a Cleffa currently in our box. Don't think we've been able to find a Clefairy just yet. Yeah, good to have the statue. Maybe you can find Clefairies down here. With that, I'm going to move on to the next habitat and see what we've got kicking around in here. So this is a spacious cave. We got a Murkrow, which again is not new. Another Murkrow, a Bidoof, and a Psyduck, which is all in all rather disappointing, as we already have all of those and we've seen them pretty regularly. Another Bidoof and a Zubat. Not great, to be honest. I was hoping we were going to get something, yeah, brand new, but I assume where we're not very far in the storyline and we haven't set up our secret base yet, there's not a lot that we can find. But I'll have another hunt round just for a minute or two, just to see what we've got before I move on. As I said, when we get further in the story, I will keep coming back to the Grand Underground, so you will be able to see how the Pokemon available develop as we go through. There's one particular Pokemon I do want to find, so I'm just going to keep poking around until I find it, because it should be available right now. And I imagine it will be helpful me showing it to a few of your own playthroughs. So yeah, just beat that Bidoof, as I imagine it gives good XP, seeing as how high level it is. And we could do some levels on Arbudgew and also on Manaphy. On the way over to the next hideout, we're going to do some more of this digging. So there's 4 items in here, and all the wall appears to be quite shallow rock, so it should be quite easy to uncover at least the majority. And we've already found a ghost pretty stone box, so that's handy. Let's see if we can find the rest of what's in here. No, I said it'd be easy, and then we've barely found anything, although we appear to have a large prism sphere here, which is handy. The large spheres are obviously infinitely more valuable than the small ones. If you saw with the trader I looked at earlier, he was trading, I think it was 55 small spheres for the equivalent of 1 large sphere. So, yeah, they're definitely more valuable. I said it'd be easy to find all the things in here. There should be 2 other items in here, and I just can't find where they are. Oh, there's one. It can only be a small item, wherever it is, so I'm not too fussed about finding it, to be honest. Must be small, as there's only 2x2 squares that I haven't uncovered yet. Oh, and there it was, just there. Oh, we found the 2 most valuable things in here, so pretty happy with that. Prism sphere. And let's see what is in our ghost pretty stone box. And it's the ghost Pokemon, the one that everyone will always think of. It's a Gengar. Another bloke here will do some trades. Oh no, he won't. It's not a trade. It's one of the rest stops. That is very handy, as of course a couple of our Pokemon are still fainted from that Gastrodon. So we're going to heal up and then proceed down the right hand path where there are 2 more glints that we can mine. If you're looking for where these are, you can see on the map there are little yellow diamonds on some of the paths. That's where the digging spots are. Then when you get near them, just ping your right trigger and it will send that ping out and tell you where they are. You can see them on the wall. So right off the bat here, that's another large gem. This time a green one. Once we get this out. There we go. Is this another item just here? Oh, there's a blue gemstone here. I think that's a bit of wall rather than an item, so I'm not going to dig up there. Oh, there's another item just here. Looks to be another shard of some form. How far do we have to dig to get this out then? Let's go a step further. Top and bottom. There we go. There's one more thing in here somewhere. I don't think we're going to find it. No, we aren't. Still productive. A large green sphere, small blue sphere, and a red shard. Then I think we'll do one more dig with this little one over to the left. Look at one more habitat. And then I think we'll be done with the Grand Underground for now. So 4 things to find in here. Let's see if we can find them quickly. So there's a large green sphere again right off the bat, which is handy. Let's see what else we can find. Is there anything in this top corner? Ah, there we go. There's another statue box. Not sure what type that is. But yeah, that's probably the 2 things we want most. Large gems and the statue boxes. No sign of the 3rd and 4th items though, but oh there's the 3rd. Can we get this out? Yes, we can, just before the wall collapses. With that, I don't think we're going to find the 4th item, so we'll just use this and collapse the wall in. And that is a large green sphere, small red, and a pretty stone box. So what does this star represent? Ah, so we got a Gallade statue. So that little star represents Psychic type. So we now have a Psychic type statue, which is one we have not found before. Ooh. Well, this is interesting. I haven't seen this before. I'm not sure what this means. There's 2 things in this wall. I'm not sure what that massive sparkle means. Whether it's something that person's put in the wall, but he was calling out for people. Well, first item is only a small prism sphere, so there's nothing great found so far. And there's our second item, which is a statue box for electricity, but doesn't look to be a shiny box. I'm not sure what that massive sparkle really means. Because it doesn't seem to give anything rarer than what the other boxes do. There we get a Rotom statue for our trouble, so that's worth doing. The digging spot on his right hand side appears to have gone. Anyway, we'll proceed here into the next habitat and see what we can find. There's another spacious cave, so it's going to give similar to what the last cave did. We haven't actually been able to avoid this Zubat, so it looks like we're going into battle. We will actually keep battling these, as the XP will probably be really useful, as we don't really get a lot of XP currently from trainer battles or wild Pokemon, so these Grand Underground battles are quite useful for levelling up our team. A lot of these, I didn't realise this, they appear to know egg moves, so yeah, if you're looking for Pokemon with egg moves, that's quite handy. Worth noting as well that you can find all the starter Pokemon down here. Not just the starter Pokemon from this generation either, starter Pokemon from all the other generations. Psyduck, Murkrow, Chop, Geodude. Nothing valuable around here, so we're just going to go out and come back in and see if we can reset what's in here. Actually no, we'll just proceed on to the next area. We've already seen two of those spacious caves, so we'll just move on and see what we can find. Maybe we'll do some digging while we're up here, as there. I was going to leave it on the last set, but there's so many glinting objects up here, we've got to get a couple of them. So 3 items in here, and right off the bat we find a statue box. Not sure what type this appears to be. Some kind of square with something above it. I'm not sure what that represents, but I'm not having great luck finding the other items, however. There we go, there's a large sphere. Let's see if we can get this out before the wall breaks. Oh, just about. There we go. So large sphere. Again, can't really complain at a large sphere and a statue box. So what is this pretty stone box? So that's rock type. So now we've got a Rhyperior statue as well, another large statue. And another glint just up here, so we'll just quickly mine this one. Two this time. Let's see if we can find them quickly. Nothing over here. Just blind luck at the minute as to whether I find anything, but oh, there's a gemstone, so there's one. Only a small gem though, annoyingly. There's nothing in this corner. Ah, and here's a statue box. There we go. Another grass type statue box. Let's get this out, and that'll be the wall complete. Only the one sphere this time. It was only small. So our second, I think, grass statue this time is a Cherubi. These will be very handy when we're trying to hunt down the grass type starters, or maybe even a grass type for our team. While we're here, I'll deal with the 2 glints over here, and then head on to our habitat. Oh, these things are so glitchy. For some reason, even when you're pointing straight at them, they don't, unless you're in the perfect spot, they don't seem to let you use them. So I'm spamming A right now on the wall. You can see I'm right on it and it's just not letting me use it for some reason. If I run away and come back, for some reason I had to be on a diagonal. I'm not quite sure why. It's a little bit glitchy under here. It's quite frustrating actually. But anyway, this wall has a lot of the... So if you notice, there's certain layers. So there are the rocks, which appear to be the highest layer. Then under that there's like flat stone. Then there's the muddy layer. And then there's the bottom. In this one, there was a lot of the rocks, which means we're going to have to use a lot more sledgehammer hits to get to the base. And that's what happens when you do. So it looked like there was an oval stone under there that I wasn't able to get. Either way, we've got a large red sphere, and we've got a small pale sphere, which I think is the first time we've seen one of those. onto the next wall, and you can see that this one's a lot easier to excavate because it's only got that kind of mud layer, which is only it takes a single hit to get to the bottom of. We've already found a shard here and a prism sphere, so I think there's only one more item under here, which is probably likely to be a small gem, judging there it is, judging from the space we had left. And that's everything found really simply. So you can see that those ones that only have bottom layers are really, really easy to dig and excavate, which are the ones you're always hoping for. So we're going to move on to another habitat area and see what Pokemon are available in there at our current stage of progression. What have we got in here then? It's another spacious cave, so probably nothing new. Geodude, Psyduck, more Geodude, and this was one of the ones we did want to find. This is what I was hoping to find, exactly what I was looking for. So this here is a Houndoom. Interestingly, you cannot find Houndour or Houndour down here. You can only find the evolved form. So if you want to get a Houndour, you'll probably have to breed this. But for those of you that didn't start with a fire type starter like I did with Chimchar, if you started with Piplup or Turtwig and you were looking for a fire type and you don't want to use Ponyta into Rapidash, then catching Houndoom is not the worst thing in the world. It is a fire and dark type, and it is pretty strong, so it would do very well in your teams. I definitely recommend it if you were looking for a fire type. However, obviously, of course, as I have Chimchar and will eventually have Infernape, there is no need for me to use a different fire type other than that. But for those of you using other starters, it's definitely a wise idea. This is proving slightly troublesome to catch, but we'll just keep slinging Pokeballs until it eventually does get caught. I'll be very happy when we do eventually find the next place where we can get the Great Balls. It keeps breaking free. Let's hope we catch it soon. Let's hope this one does it, because I don't want to have to lose more team members here. I'm going to switch out Manaphy as it's only on 1 HP, so probably best not to lose all the friendship that we've built up with it so far. Then we'll switch over to Monferno, should be able to take a fire hit pretty easily. Oh, there we go. Looks like we're going to get it with a critical capture. That's good. We needed that after quite a few failed Pokeballs to get this one in the bag. We should get a lot of XP, and there we go. Manaphy almost leveled up. A level up for Monferno. I think 1 or 2 levels up for Budew. And a level up for Kadabra, which is excellent to see. And Kadabra also learned the move Recover. So it finally has a full move set. Interestingly, Houndoom didn't give us a Pokedex entry, which is weird. So, continuing around the spacious cave, I don't think there's anything else for us to see. It's likely everything else around here we've already seen before. Yeah, another Geodude up here. Yeah, we really need to progress with the storyline before we can find anything particularly spectacular. Unable to avoid this battle with Psyduck, and it's just occurred to me that we haven't actually switched our team around, so we still have 1 HP Manaphy out at the front. which is not ideal. I think we'll just run from this battle and then go back to Eterna City and heal our Pokemon up. And we'll call it with the Grand Underground just there. So yeah, we'll heal our team up, and then we're going to head back to the cycling path route where we left off at the end of the last story episode. If you have enjoyed this slightly different episode here, with the Grand Underground and also the PvP battles at the beginning, please give this video a like, and please also subscribe to my channel. As I've said before, I am uploading these videos daily, and I will continue to do so as long as they keep getting support. But thank you all so much for watching this video, a very long video to be honest, all the way through. I do really appreciate it. So yeah, I will see you guys all around, and hopefully on the next one.